Welcome back to Pointless Bickering, the game. So, yeah, it's still exploring pulses, whatever the hell this is.
What are these?
These are bombs.
Remember the bomb enemy that basically grows stronger, bigger and bigger and then explodes? This is their version of the game, except they come in 3 varieties: normal bombs, ice bombs and electric bombs.
Oh joy.
These are the ice bombs. I think they're even calling this version cryo bombs or something.
So, yeah. Bombs, you want them? Oh shit, whatever, hold on.
The fuck?
What the?
I think Pedro was called or summoned by a horn.
Oh, a vuvuzela? I haven't heard that in ages.
Sorry, it's just that the Portuguese Cup, the Portuguese Football Cup has literally just ended like 15 minutes ago, and so my neighbors are celebrating and shit.
Wow! Some pretty loud celebrations.
Well, when my dad watches the rugby, he's practically screaming at the TV. So.
Alright, so yeah, bombs, you want them? They're yours, my friend. As long as you have enough.
As long as you have enough rupees. Yeah.
No, gil.
Yeah, gills. Yeah, knowing everything about this game, I'm surprised they kept the gills as the currency system.
So apparently SciComm has robots down here.
No,
these are pulse robots.
Pulse automata, as the game calls them. Pulse automata.
They look exactly like the robots from Oh, never mind.
That's because the robots we fought were in basically a junkyard of things left from the Pulse War.
Wait. What? Okay, so let me get this straight. There are Pulse automatons just wandering around a cocoon just like that, and the army doesn't think to maybe look into this?
They were restricted in the junkyard.
I know, but you would think that the army, being as paranoid as they are about Pulse, would think to maybe look into this and scrap the parts, just to be safe.
That's the thing, with junkyards basically it's the same place because normally no civilians are allowed to go there and it's contained, basically.
I'm pretty sure we saw some of these robots in other places on Cocoon that weren't a junkyard.
That were probably different robots used by the Cocoon. Basically, this type of model is coming from Pulse, so don't worry. And this is at least something that the game doesn't fail, you know?
Wow, I'm impressed. Well, no, I'm not impressed, but I guess I'm mildly happy for the game for managing to do that, so... There you go.
Let's see.
That was a very half-assed clap.
Yes, it is. Okay, Jova. Do you have any remembers about the Atomos summon? You know, that big thing with that huge mouth that swallows everything and inflicts percentage damage?
Which game was that in?
Fantasy 7.
Oh, yeah!
No, 5, 9, I think even 10. Basically, that's this game version. A giant ball with spikes. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Wow,
Sonic
you know...
a giant Sonic the Hedgehog is in this game for some reason. And guess what? Guess what? We actually get to ride it.
So a summon is a set piece. Sure, why not?
What year was this game released?
2010. Well, technically 2009 in Japan, but yeah.
Okay.
You know what's weird is
or was it November? I think it was November, or was it December? But basically Christmas 2009 in Japan.
It was a Christmas game.
Granted, technically this came to Steam in 2014. Maybe that's why I keep feeling like this is a game made in 2014. I don't know.
Who asked for that? Who asked for this to come to Steam?
Nobody, Shiroy. It's basically part of Square's ploy these days. Basically, Square's ploy these days is to like put a lot of their games on Steam, except for Final Fantasy IX for some reason.
That's because
Final Fantasy IX never had a PC version.
I'm pretty confident it will be released on PC someday.
Oh, I get that. Well, I get that Final Fantasy IX never had a PC version, but what I'm surprised is like, well, why they haven't brought that to Steam yet. I mean, like, well, you'd think
hopefully 15 will be released on Steam, because I like the way that's going.
It will. Well, Square recently opened up to the PC market. I'm pretty sure that one will have a PC. In fact, apparently some of the files from the demo did apparently imply that that's what will happen.
Which is weird, because I think I heard rumors about some mods actually making Final Fantasy XIII a better game in some cases.
I've never heard of Final Fantasy 14 mods. Maybe the Steam version, but I've never looked into that because I don't really care. This game needs a lot more than just mods to.
Well, like I said, it was a rumor. Like I said, it's mainly a rumor.
Well, it will be kind of like modding Sonic 06. It will not make it perfect, but at least it will fix something. You know?
I'll just bring one of my favorite expressions: a polished turd is still a polished turd is still a turd.
I'm not. Like I said, it's a rumor at best. Anyway, I haven't seen any official confirmation, but I have heard rumors about people making.
Tio, I like 06 a blindside more than this.
I agree with you there. I agree with you there. No, see, here's the thing. It's a different kind of thing. For example, Sonic 06 is broken beyond belief. It is. This game, however, is functional. You know, if there's one thing I can give it credit, it's at least not broken. It's technically competent. You know. The problem is that in terms of enjoyment, this game is much worse. You know, at least with Sonic 06. It's not. Sonic 06 is an actual game.
And it actually has some enjoyable moments too.
I think with 06, its faults created the enjoyment.
That's strange. A bit. Whereas this game is literally just Sonic 06 is annoying and broken, but it's sometimes a bit hilarious as a result. This game is just joyless.
And also, I have to admit, Sonic 06 did have its few legitimate moments, like the HD cutscenes. Some of the bosses were actually well done enough.
You mean the 2 HD cutscenes that were in the thing?
Well, there were technically other HD cutscenes, but they weren't up to par with those two.
Well, it's interesting with Sonic 06 because Sonic 06 had quite a few CGI cutscenes, but not all of them were full CGI because the game was rushed, so they couldn't quite finish the CGI cutscenes. So they had to insert the in-game models in the, the CGI. Like, for example, remember the cutscene where Elise and Sonic are running through the Windows XP background?
Yeah.
Well, did you notice how? Do you notice how their models look quite noticeably worse than in the first CGI cutscene of the game? That's because
the first CGI cutscene looks great.
Yeah, that's because even though the actual scenery is full CGI, the actual characters are the actual in-game models, just polished it up a bit.
Oh.
they had to they couldn't render the full CGI, so because of the rushed the nature, they had to get the game out, so they couldn't finish the CGI cutscenes properly.
Precisely. By the way, speaking of Sonic, I'm actually rather stoked for the next Olympics game for once.
I don't care.
Me neither.
Yeah,
here we go.
Speaking as a guy who skipped Sochi, this game actually looks to be.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that this is probably gonna be Teo's favorite part. By the way,
you say so. I've been stuck on this screen for ages when I played the game.
All right, Teo, Jova, please try to not raise your voice too much.
Why? What could possibly be so bad?
Jova, you have no idea.
What's
Could you please stop stop orgasming at every single thing you see?
We can't be far now.
By the way, apparently
she's just happy.
Ass shut.
Yeah.
It's my fault Grand Pulse ended up like this, isn't it?
What?
Okay, so Fang just remembered. Basically, you know that war that happened like 100 years ago or something, where
500.
Ragnarok, where Ragnarok show up and left.
The thing that Super Paul mentioned.
Yeah, and kind of attack a cocoon, leaving a crack on it. That was Fang. Fang actually became Ragnarok, and she hit Cocoon, but she didn't remember when she woke up. But,
here we go.
But now it came back to her. And Vanille.
And because of this, Vanille summons her Eidolon spontaneously.
Wait, what?
No.
Wait. Hold on. Let me get this.
Hold on, Theo. It's because Vanille has been hiding this from her all this time because she didn't want her to remember. But now,
and of course, Eidolon is a thing with countless tentacle arms. Of course.
So let me get this straight. Vanille's Eidolon only came out because Fang had a revelation.
Yeah, but Vanille didn't want her to have that revelation. She wanted her to forget.
Also, the camera angle for a while when she was doing that was basically a crotch shot.
Even still, though, this game is suggesting that Vanille's greatest moment of despair is the fact that Vanille discovered the truth. That's what gets her the most.
This is Hecaton. It's based on a giant from the Greek mythology. And it's a fucking bastard.
Indeed. Hold on, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, more of the Portuguese Cup.
Anyway,
like I was saying, okay.
You have to use the role Saboteur and...
see, here it is. See, okay, so Teo has a very neat history with this Eidolon. He lost a lot of times against him. So
then again, I haven't grinded like you, so that's the difference again.
Okay. Here's the key, though. Here's the key.
Whoa, Vanille! Calm down.
The first thing you should do. This is strategy, though. The first thing you should do is have Vanille as a Saboteur cast various debuffs, and be sure to poison it, because poisoning will be a very good weapon against it. Meanwhile, you can always have Vang be a Sentinel to distract it, and you should pretty much go from there. I never really had any much problem with this Eidolon. But again, like Teo said, I'm usually I'm much more patient than he is. So.
Yeah.
So, Teo, what exactly gave you troubles with this boss?
It's because this boss kind of demands that you grind a lot.
That's not always a good thing.
It's like a difficulty spike. Remember the fact...
This is not a new thing for JRPGs. There are plenty of bosses in JRPGs where you need to grind so you can be strong enough. That's not a problem. That's a common core thing in JRPGs.
Yeah, I know, but here's the problem with this game.
The problem is that the combat in this game is utterly boring, so a lot of people just don't want to bother.
There's also this, Pedro. I mean, like,
there's also the thing that you control only 2 party members and you have the time limit of the Doom spell, so there's that.
Also, here's another problem. It's like, well, normally in a JRPG, you have sort of a gameplay set that allows you to sometimes take a boss down in your own special way, which would allow you to even take on a boss that normally you would need to grind for. Like, say, maybe something like Final Fantasy VII. Yes, you may need to grind in some cases, but in other cases you can try and pull something smart, and, you know, it could be a cheating strategy, but it would be something ingenious on the part of the player.
Yeah, it also helps that I already have to...
let me finish.
Go ahead.
Basically, the problem is, like, well, with this gameplay, as you've shown to us, you can only really beat the boss the way the developers want you to beat it. And when you have the gameplay like that, you're kind of forced to grind whether or not you want to, even if you want to try and do a masochist challenge.
Yeah, pretty much. It also helps that I have to already, as you can see too, I already have...
Pedro, I have to say though, even though you grinded, you actually made it on the spot because you're almost at the end of a Doom counter.
Yeah, he's got a point. So if you hadn't grinded, you might have died.
There we go.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
What? No, Tail, remember, this is not the full animation.
Just listen.
A Zoid?
No, it's a reference to the Magitech armor from Final Fantasy VI. So.
There we go. Now she has
machine
those
guns.
Because it looks cool?
Okay, can I also point out the story problem here, though? I'm sorry, but these Eidolons are supposed to only come out when the people themselves feel great distress.
As we told you, Jova, the remaining 3 Eidolons after the first 3 are completely
Hold on, Jova. Heartfelt lesbian scene.
You've been shying away from our focus ever since we woke up on Cocoon.
What? But I thought your focus has been changing.
I couldn't figure it out, but then it all made sense after hearing that story from Reigns. You already knew. You knew Ragnarok was the name of destruction.
So, other than screwing Sad's lie, Vanille, lied and knew everything about her sister, lover, thingy, and didn't tell her because for reasons. Yeah, Vanille is really a dick in this game, if you haven't noticed.
You of all people!
Why do you think I hate her so much? Why?
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I can see why now. I mean, honestly, her greatest moment of despair is the fact that Fang realized...
You've had it rough.
The problem is not just in those facts. The problem relies other than the fact that she did those things voluntarily, not spontaneously. She is literally mean-spirited.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there. Her greatest moment of despair is the fact that her one soul companion actually found out the truth, even though at this point it would kind of be a bit of a blessing and a weight off her shoulders for Fang to realize the truth. If anything, she should be overjoyed that Fang realized the truth through this manner of means. Also, oh yeah, also, what's this stuff about Fang saying that you're not alone anymore? When was she ever alone? And here's
you don't get it, Joe. Okay. Allow me to introduce you to a very nice concept that I like to call lazy writing. Okay, basically.
Okay, I've already met him actually.
But allow me to explain exactly what that line specifically was. Basically, the writers knows that kind of. Okay, what kind of lines are usually touching in works of fiction? You are not alone and shit. Okay, I'll just drop that in that line randomly in the script. That maybe will make people feel something. It's not in Final Fantasy IX where the line actually means something. No, let's just toss the line randomly in there.
Yeah. Like in Final Fantasy IX, it was a revelation that one of the characters who thought she was alone, and also another character who thought he was alone, realized that they actually had a family with a playable cast of characters. But enough about that. Allow me to go to my next thing. Okay, so I actually kind of did call it when I said that Fang knows something about Ragnarok, so apparently she was Ragnarok?
Okay, see, the thing is, Jova, her focus, her actual focus back 500 years ago was to, attack Cocoon, and she did so. So she became a crystal.
But obviously, something went wrong because Cocoon is still standing, so technically she also failed.
Basically, Jova, the Super Pope has been trying to kill himself for 500 years now.
Wait, their plan has been going on for this long?
Yep.
Yes.
So it's also I don't. It's not told, but it's very implied. So I guess it's a guess of mine. It may be implied that that the Super Pope tried with other Lessee but failed.
Also, question though. Fang says that she became Ragnarok already though. Wouldn't this mean that trying to make these others become Ragnarok wouldn't work?
My guess is the Super Pope wanted to gather as much people as possible and hoping that the number would have affected things like, since there's so much, one of them will become Ragnarok for sure, or something.
So let me get this straight. Ragnarok is literally just some demonic being that you can turn into.
Yep.
I guess. The thing is, I don't understand how they could, especially because...
You see, Joe, but the problem is that even fans like me and Teo, especially Teo, who actually went out of his way to, do research and everything. Like, there's no way anyone can possibly truly 100% every single thing about this game's story, because there's just no way. This game is way too confusing and way too devoid of explanations.
Heck, aside from being confusing, it's the fact that it throws in plot element after plot element, not to mention
the thing is, Joba, well, no, I shouldn't say that. I'll say that later. It's another thing. It's also regarding to the lack of explanation, so don't worry.
Shiroi, oh, never mind. You were about to say something.
Yeah, I mean, a story must be terrible if you yourself have to go out of your way to research it yourself.
Well, Shiroi, the thing is, like I said a lot of times, I'm a contributor to the Italian Final Fantasy Wiki, so it's kind of like one of my hobbies to do research for these kind of games.
Yeah. It's like with the superpower trench coat, how do you know that the Snow has a superpower trench coat? Well, you have to read the Final Fantasy Wiki to figure it out, because the plot...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you shouldn't have to do things like that.
Usually a lot of behind-the-scenes information are written in the, what's the name, Ultimania guide or something. There are two different guides, one for the gameplay itself, which I think it's published by Piggyback or something, and one specifically for behind-the-scenes stuff, and lore things, which is called
it's fine to want to go and research that, because those are things that usually don't get explained in stories anyway. But to research the general story itself is pretty bad, in my opinion.
Oh no, it is.
I don't know. If done right,
nobody will disagree with you there.
If done right, like in a game like Dark Souls, it may function. The thing
but the thing is, the research you're doing in Dark Souls is in game. It's not. You don't have to go to the internet to figure out shit.
I think I see the difference between this. There's two different kinds of doing exterior research about it outside a game. There's the sort of research, like say with something like Pottermore, where it's sort of something that expands on the universe. Whereas with the sort of research you've had to do with Final Fantasy XIII, it has to be with stuff that's never even explained in the actual plot of the main story.
Another great example is how Level 5 usually does it, with Anton's Diary in Pandora's Box and the Wizard's Campaign in Ni no Kuni. The Tales of Wonder in Ni no Kuni, you don't need to read them to understand the story, but they help, flesh out the world and the mythology of the world. You know?
And they don't exactly outright tell you, but they let you in on little backstories about the characters that may be with you at the time.
Like Drippy.
Yeah.
I mean, and heck, for as much as I make fun of Kingdom Hearts for its complicated plots,
everyone
even
makes
still,
fun of that.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
see, the thing is,
as complicated as the plots in Kingdom Hearts get, hold on, I think I know where we're going.
Go ahead.
Basically, as complicated as Kingdom Hearts plots get, to be fair, with enough research that you can still do in-game, mind you, you can still get a good understanding of what's going on. You've even got the Ansem's diary, Ansem's notes.
Not really, Jova, because a lot of stuff in Kingdom Hearts is usually foreshadowing or reference to the previous game.
I know.
Like, for example, if you play Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep first, ironically enough, you will not understand anything about it.
Exactly.
Even though it's a prequel.
There are people who complain about the plot of Kingdom Hearts, but then you find out that a lot of those people haven't played the in-between games between 1, 2, and 3, and it's like you kind of need to.
Yeah.
Jova, we get a reference to the Wild Pigs minigame, but we don't actually have to play that minigame again. Charming.
Basically, Tio, what I was saying is, like, well, despite the fact that, yes, you do have to play each of the games, at least each game actually has enough information in each Kingdom Hearts game for you to get the story of that game. Yeah, you'll need to play some of the other games, but at least you don't have to do exterior research.
So yeah, these machines are helping us for absolutely no reason other than the fact that the plot needs us to.
My guess
is
is that those machines were built by Pulsion, and basically they were built to the specific purpose of protect people. Cool. The reason why they're attacking you normally is beyond me. So.
Those spikes don't look as good when it's immobile.
Yep.
That's inspiration right there. Save the sermons, old man. Let's hop on Trailblazer here while we still have the chance.
Trailblazer.
Sure, it's the nickname she's giving him.
Okay. But yeah, basically to cap off what I was saying, in Kingdom Hearts, yes, it's complicated, and yeah, you do need to play the games, but you can still at least get a manufacture of what's going on, and everything that needs to be explained for the actual plot itself is actually there.
For me, here's the thing. Like, for example, when I first played Kingdom Hearts 3D is the most infamous when it comes to that. When I first played Kingdom Hearts 3D, probably because I've played all the other ones before, I was kind of a little, taken back at how much information was being thrown at me ever since I got to the world and never was. But in the end, I managed to, I get it now. I get it. Like, they at least explain everything. Yeah, it's complicated, but if you're paying attention, you should be able to figure it out just fine if you've been playing all the games like I have.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, it's not ideal, but it's better than this.
Precisely. I mean, I have to be honest, this is the first game I've gotten to where even when we're near to the end, well, granted, I guess we haven't gotten to the end, but even at this point, we still have to piece stuff together because some stuff still hasn't been explained at all.
That's the thing, Jova. If you haven't seen yet, the Kingdom Hearts story has been written step by step without actually thinking of how it will end, up until maybe the recent years with 3D. You know?
I get that too, but like I say, for the journey overall, yeah, it's not ideal, but at least each Kingdom Hearts game manages to get its respective plot explained.
Yes,
unlike this
that's
game.
True. The problem is just like that. There's this overall plot going on in all the franchise, and yet each game can be taken seriously. So actually, why actually making the overcomplicated problem not for this kind of crossover that ultimately doesn't really need it, it can work on its own, and instead do that on maybe a new IP or something, or like one of your IPs that are rotting, like Mana or Chrono.
Like I said to you, I agree with you that it's not ideal. I'm just saying it still manages to work in its own way.
Jova, I fear I may.
Maybe we should save this for the Kingdom Hearts commentary.
Yes,
yeah.
Definitely. Sorry, Pedro.
That's going to be a long as hell commentary.
It was just, oh god, the Flash.
And now we're in Destiny Islands.
Yeah, speak of the devil.
Oh, well, Jova. The similarities with Kingdom Hearts will be even more evident in the second game. Trust me.
Yeah, okay, so allow me. Allow me to explain what's going on, because this part is a little confusing. Okay, basically...
wait, Pedro, I actually have a better idea.
Orgasming, please.
Pedro, I actually have a better idea. Wait, how about see if we can piece together the scene, and then basically if the scene leaves us that confused, then you can explain.
Okay, sure. First, Chiroi, what did you say? Stop. What?
No, I was saying Vanille, stop orgasming. She made another one on the spot.
But Chiroi, that's like but Chiroi and Teo, that's like asking her to not breathe.
Oh, God.
Well then, don't do that.
Also, nice shadow textures.
Do you think we'll meet again?
Laura, what are you doing?
We might. Sure.
Did you read the script? Did you read the script, Laura?
Producers will make our sequels.
Laura, did you read the script before signing the contract?
I don't.
I guess she needed bills to pay. She had bills to pay.
I guess, yeah. Poor Laura.
Yeah, something you needed to apologize for. That's why you kept it a secret until your Eidolon came out. Unless she's talking about Saz.
So the game became a soap opera again.
Yep. But I really love Reach.
So is she talking about going to apologize to Fang or Saz?
Basically, she doesn't want to confess the fact that she was responsible for all the shit that's gone down. So basically, she. I mean, seriously, do you need any more proof that this woman is absolutely evil?
Wait.
She's a 500-year-old immature brat.
Wait, here's my question: how is she?
She literally. Okay, what should I do about my responsibilities and mistakes? Should I try to face them? No, I'll just keep moping about them.
So how is this all her fault? I mean, I know how it's her fault about Saz, but
no. Again, Jova, the thing about Ragnarok and shit.
What did she do about Ragnarok, though, that caused...
no, she just knew the fact and didn't make Fang remember it.
Yeah. She could have avoided a lot of shit if she'd come right out and said it right away.
It had me so scared.
Yeah, true.
I tried to run away.
Also, if you paid attention, Jova...
you see, I love Laura's angelic voice, but she has shit lines to work with.
I understood.
Yep.
Well, guess she seems tame here. Maybe 13-2 won't be so bad.
Remember how absolutely amazing she was as Catherine?
Yeah. The point is, I have people I
That's
can
because she
count
actually had the script to work with there.
I think you'll be fine.
Oh my god.
I mean, you know what? I'm actually gonna go.
Okay. Is this a chick flick now?
You know what? I'm gonna go out of my way and say this: Laura Bailey had better stuff to work with in Sonic freaking Generations.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I went there.
Wait, Jova,
Wow.
Vanille, stop kneeling in front of other women's crotches.
Vanille, I don't think she's a hermaphrodite.
Vanille
There's nothing down there.
Awkward being, isn't she?
Vanille is the most evil creature that has ever been created in the history of anything.
Vanille, I don't think Sarah's a hermaphrodite. There's nothing down there. Go away.
Vanille, Shiro, I think you're confusing with a girl in Nier.
Also Wibbly right there again.
Oh, so Vanille's telling Snow about that.
Yeah,
yes, because due to plot convenience, Vanille knew about Sarah for some reason.
Yeah, basically, okay, did you understand what happened? But basically, in case you don't remember, it was Vanille is also partly responsible for what happened to Sarah becoming a lessee.
I'm still having trouble understanding how she was responsible for Sarah.
Because she could have, because if she had fulfilled her focus, then the post-fall C wouldn't have to brand her to get her to do her focus for her.
Oh, that. So basically, she's responsible for almost every bad thing that's happened.
So basically, she's trying to apologize to Snow, but Snow's like, whatever, what's done is done and shit.
So you're telling me that all the problems could have been solved if she had just told Fang about Ragnarok from the get-go?
Do you know why I hate this character?
Oh no. Oh,
I remember when
Pedro,
I dedicated a part to Teo.
Okay, so this is a special request on part of Teo. So,
specifically, I hope you're sitting tight.
Why?
Basically, I'm gonna show off Vanille Summon.
Trust me.
Wait, is she taming monsters?
Oh gosh.
No. She will use now Hackathon.
You're thinking of a
what was with the different camera angle then? Oh.
Come on, Hackathon!
Okay. Pentagram.
Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you the ultimate proof that Vanille is evil.
Oh my god!
The undeniable proof that Vanille is evil is going to come up in a moment.
Let's go, Hekaton.
Okay, so now Hekaton will keep fighting alongside this shit.
Okay, so she did the objection pose.
Now let's now it's time to go.
It's morphin time.
Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Also Zoids, but yeah.
Could you please stop doing that, please?
You know, I'm kind of surprised that...
You know what's sad? This looks like it might be cool to perform on the game, but it's actually not, because it's all scripted. It's all scripted.
You know, isn't the shooting thing more Saz's thing? Wouldn't it make more sense for this to be Saz's Eidolon with the shooting thing?
Thank you. I agree so much with that. Anyway, okay, here's... hold on, pay attention, everybody.
Vanille should not be the one hacking.
Pay attention, everybody. Don't say anything.
Oh, and now she's all of a sudden...
Christ!
So, is her Eidolon like the most powerful in this?
There you go. She actually gets sexual pleasure from blowing shit up. If that's not proof that she's evil,
wait,
what else do you need?
Pedro, wouldn't this make her a great candidate for Expendables then?
Like literally, she literally went told Hekaton to blow shit up, and she went. She literally.
Shit.
Oh my god!
I have to admit though, her Eidolon usage.
Have you ever met a character? The fucking even Bella Swan, which is one of the most evil characters I've ever encountered in fiction. Even her doesn't get sexual pleasure from fucking with people. Jesus Christ!
You know, I mean, honestly, I'll give her this though. Her Eidolon usage actually looked kind of awesome.
To be fair, Kristen Stewart doesn't get pleasure from anything.
Trust me, Jova, it looks awesome, but when you're actually playing, it's not so much. Yeah, it's not so much. It's scripted and shit.
So yeah, it's pretty much out in the open why Vanille is a terrible person.
Thank you. It took us 26 parts, but now you finally realize.
Yeah, I'm not like we said, Jova, you would have ended up disliking Vanille.
I guess I dislike her, but I'm not quite... Well, yeah, I mean, I guess Lightning has gotten out of it. At least Lightning had something.
Well, actually, to be fair, Lightning is actually going to have... we're actually going to have one of the better cutscenes in the game in the next part, so see you then.
Okay.
See ya.
What a lovely part.